Good morning, YouTube universe. Clem Media is live at 8:06 in the morning. What is up, everybody? Yeah, the Kyle Rittenhouse Trial is going to the jury phase right now, and I'm going to talk about cultural appropriation. You know what I'm saying? Have my take and why us fellow Black Americans really need to shut up and stop interfering on the issue, especially when it comes to Adele and Bantu Knots. As well, I want to talk about body shaming as well. But yeah, I recommend before that, I recommend checking out this guy on YouTube, Matt Stoller. Like just search his name, Matt Stoller. Like he's pretty much like a old school FDR New Deal Democrat. You know what I'm saying? Like he's one of them old Democrats before like those Clinton like liberals took over. But yeah, I recommend following that guy. He has a very contrarian point of view to the mainstream of the woke left. And another guy who has a contrarian view to the mainstream of the woke left as well is Maddie Iglesias. I got these guys listed on my playlist, contrarian influencers worth looking at or worth hearing. But yeah, let's go back to the Kyle Rittenhouse trial and jury deliberations. Nobody's watching yet. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take a look through random monkeys as well. I'm gonna leave a comment on there. And here is Reuters fact box on the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. How much prison time could he face? The only prison time, in my opinion, that Kyle could face really is for like transferring a weapon across state lines. But it seems like Reuters really wants Kyle to go to jail. I mean, they're like implying like they want Kyle Rittenhouse to go to jail. But like other than like transferring a weapon across straight lines, like what is he guilty of? What, shooting three people to try to kill him? That's self-defense. I mean, Huber attacked him with a skateboard. That was self-defense. Rosenbaum ran to him, tried to do something. That's self-defense. And Grosskreutz tried to shoot Rittenhouse, and that was self-defense. And the one person who should be charged for attempted murder is Gaius Grosskreutz, but why isn't that mentioned yet? And here's another woke left bias site, AJ Plus, saying, oh yeah, this is Al Jazeera, basically saying Kyle Rittenhouse faces 5 felony charges: first degree reckless homicide, first degree intentional homicide, first degree attempted homicide for 60 years, 2x endangering safety. Most likely, he will get the one on the bottom, endangering safety, because I mean he's a 17-year-old who carried a assault rifle across state lines. That's illegal. That's quite illegal. I don't know how Illinois and Wisconsin law works, but in California, that's very illegal. I mean, I just see in the background, like, yeah, I'm in California right now. I live in L.A. What he did in L.A. is very illegal in this state, especially considering, like, we have the strictest gun laws in the country. And here's an article saying how will the U.S. react to the Rittenhouse verdict. It's not looking good. So let's dig into this BS from MSDNC. For the folks who think I am like an MSNBC, CNN liberal, y'all are way off base. I'm more of a Arnold Schwarzenegger type Republican. You know what I'm saying? Like a moderate, socially liberal, fiscally conservative type of dude. The first guy I voted for is Arnold Schwarzenegger, you know? So, yeah. I'm not really one of those woke, left, BLM supporting type of black dudes. Nah, I'm more of a Thomas Sowell type. Y'all really got me twisted. But, yeah, Rittenhouse verdict watch. The peak in America's comfort with violence. You can say that about the Bloods and the Crips for like the last, 50 years? But anyways. Yeah, here's Frank Fugate saying like this week, a Wisconsin jury will be asked to decide the fate of 18-year-old Kyle Rittenhouse, who was charged with shooting 3 men. See, You see how they framed this? You see how Frank Faguzzi framed the story on MSNBC? Like he's one of the biggest hacks out there. You know, so he's a big like DNC hack. See, that's what I call these folks. I call them DNC hacks, man. I don't call them like woke left hacks. They're DNC hacks. They're basically Democrat establishment hacks, and they'll take the Democrat establishment line all the time. And that's Frank Faguzzi. Basically, he's saying like instead of saying like those three men were like rioters or like anarchists or attempted to kill Kyle Rittenhouse, they're saying like he's trying to imply like these three men were innocent and Kyle Rittenhouse was the villain in killing these three. That's how this opinion column is framed. His friend Kyle Rittenhouse as a villain rather than the guy who murdered a misguided kid who shot three rioters in self-defense because these three men were rioters. I mean, did Frank Faguzzi see the riot footage? Most likely not. But as you see, he's not focused on the jury's verdict. He's going to be watching the reaction to it, which I am as well. And I'm going to have Let the Salt Flow stream like around 11 o'clock on the salt that's going to be flowing from the Rittenhouse jury deliberations. And as you see, like the Wisconsin governor has already deployed 500 National Guard troops. I'm pretty sure you guys can read this as well, so I'm not going to read this for you. And yeah, they're going to be a legend right-wing extremist group, Kenosha Strong Patriots. Share the message. See, you see, Saudi Army, you guys that get all triggered over me calling you guys out. I don't call you guys right-wing extremists, don't I? I just call you guys chuds. But folks like Frank Faguzzi, who is somewhat deep state, as y'all say, he'll call y'all right-wing extremists. That is a hyperbolic term meant to make y'all look more dangerous than y'all really is. But then again, there was January 6th, which y'all downplayed. But yeah, here's what they said: praying for you all, especially for Kyle. I hope you prepare for staying home for a couple of weeks while the left rages war on your city. Just like how the Feds set up January 6th, I don't want them to use you to charge our movement. The Feds. The Proud, Proud Boy. Nah. I saw Max Blumenthal report. The Proud Boys was behind they were behind a riot. Guy named Ethan Nordine, Joe Biggs, and I forgot the other guy, but yeah, it was two prominent Proud Boys who were featured on InfoWars all the time who were behind the riot. So let's not say it was Feds, but yeah, Baked Alaska was, but yeah, let's go here. Self-defense. Check out this BS video. Oh, come on. Maybe I'll pass this because of the ad. See? Don't you, isn't this quite revealing about MSNBC and the type of audience they're looking for when you got like a farmer's insurance ad? Yeah, it's very obviously tailored towards like liberal boomers. It's very much like tailored towards boomers because I mean mainly boomers like need mainly watch these types of ads because most of us like what millennials or younger we don't really watch like TV like that, so we don't really get farmers insurance ads. So yeah, I mean I know a bit about advertising, so I know like targeted advertising we're looking for. Oh yeah, Amazon got $15 an hour. But yeah, I want to move on from there and see more Kyle Rittenhouse reactions on Twitter. And in a few minutes, I'm going to move on to show y'all Random Monkey stream. You know what I'm saying? Another YouTuber I want you guys to subscribe to or check out or listen to on the Culture War. Alright. This is some good ginger tea. And as here's another hack, Vivek Ramaswamy. He ain't a hack. Yeah, he ain't a hack. The judge in the Rittenhouse trial has to instruct the jury to ignore statements made by the President of the United States about the defendant. That says a lot about where we are as a country right now. Yeah, why is despite interfering. Now you see another example of Kyle Rittenhouse defending himself. And Frank Filigozzi calling these men like 3 men. Nah, they were 3 rioters. One of them kicked Kyle Rittenhouse in the head. Another attacked him with a skateboard. Another tried to shoot him. That's all self-defense, ain't it? I don't know. It looks like that way to me. But in California, yeah, Rittenhouse would be would be charged with felony for carrying a weapon across state lines. Because like if you carry a weapon from like Arizona to California, yeah, that's a felony. I mean, Arizona has like open carry laws, and California has like very strict gun laws. So yeah, Kyle would have been charged with felony in California. But yeah, here's I'm gonna show you a clip from Kenosha Assistant DA, who said Kyle Rittenhouse brought a gun to a fist fight. He was too cowardly to use his own fists to fight his way out. He had to what the? Huh? I agree with Greg Price on this.
And that he had to exhaust all methods. Clearly, if there was provocation, he's guilty. But even outside of provocation, why do you get to immediately just start shooting? As Mr. Binger said, he brought a gun to a fist fight. And he was too cowardly to use his own fist to fight his way out. He has to start shooting. And let's just say, theoretically, that...
How did this really get onto a nationally televised trial? Wow. Unbelievable. I think I got a feeling some progressive activist group funded this guy some money to say some stuff like this. Like, I know how they operate. I really know how they operate because I used to work for these types of organizations. They will, like, fund money to DAs to spread their message. I mean, like, our current DA right now, George Gascon. He's one of those progressively funded DAs, as well as the one for San Francisco. But, yeah. A lot of DAs like this dude are, like, funded by a guy named Soros. He might be funny. I mean, just look on this is website. I'm trying to figure out this website. But yeah, there's a website we can find out like opensecrets.org. We find out like who's donating to these lawyers, who donating to politicians. Like you'll figure out the real truth from opensecrets.com. Follow the money. And here's Tulsi Gabbard's take. One of the more sensible Democrats and someone I supported in 2020 election. I supported Yang as well as Tulsi Gabbard. I have a Tulsi Gabbard pin somewhere here. Yeah, I'm a really big fan of hers, man. She's another veteran of the Iraq War, and she calls out the military-industrial complex, which are the people I have a biggest problem with.
This is the problem here, right? Is that there is no care or interest in evidence or the facts or justice. Really, it's about politics. It's about, hey, are you one of us or are you one of them? Are you on our team or are you the quote-unquote enemy? And as we've seen in this example and others, if you're not on our team, then you are a racist, you're a white supremacist, you're a terrorist. And they levy out these allegations really without care, again, for the evidence, facts, or the consequences. And we're seeing the same thing happening here with the judge in this trial. Because of his ringtone being a patriotic song, God Bless the USA, well, obviously they're saying, hey, he's biased towards Kyle Rittenhouse. So what conclusion are we to draw from that? That if you love America, then you are a white supremacist?
Yeah, exactly. I get that a lot. I get called Uncle Tom a lot. I mean, because I love the American flag and love American values, and Tulsi Gabbard gets smeared as a right-winger because she loves the U.S. and U.S. America's values. We're just, she's just a patriot, you know?
This is the craziness of what we're seeing play out here, which really, for me, it shows that they hate America, that they have such disdain for those who love America, that this is the allegation that they throw out. And it's especially offensive as we sit here on Veterans Day. This disdain extends to those who wear or worn the uniform.
Yep, exactly. So moving on from that, I want to move on to I want to show y'all Random Monkey's live stream of the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. And thank you to the 2 viewers watching the stream right now. About to check out Random Monkey stream. He's another guy who's around the same level I am on this whole culture war sphere of YouTube. And that's his live stream, the after party, looking at the bad Rittenhouse takes as we await the verdict. So yeah, we're about to take a look at this stream. Like we're at the same level, basically like around 24,000 subscribers. Same level.
This case is nonsense, and the number of people who are.
And I don't think Kyle Rittenhouse would be a free man, would be a rich man after this trial.
We're talking about things that are not even in dispute, and they're disputing them. Things like Kyle's mom driving him across state lines. This is going on still. And like, yeah. If Kyle didn't shoot him, it probably would have been multiple murder ending with a suicide. I could see that as well, Bubba. I could absolutely see that as being the unfortunate end of this. And I really wish that the prosecution had to answer that question. And, I mean, I guess they kind of did yesterday. Yesterday, they were like, oh, Kyle should have just taken his ass whipping. They even said, he started this. He should have dealt with his, how'd they say it? Not taking his punishment, but basically he should have taken his punishment, taking that ass whipping. And that's, thank you so much for dropping the Streamlabs link. Guys, brought to you by you. Hit the like button, hit the share button. If you would, please consider donating to the Streamlabs link. He should have just taken his beating. We've all taken beatings. He should have just taken his beating. He was a coward for not just taking his beating. You don't bring a gun to a fist fight. That's what the motherfucker literally said. The prosecutor literally. You don't bring a gun to a fist fight. And you don't bring a fist to a gunfight. Weirdest start to a bar fight I've ever seen. Yeah, he described it as a fucking bar fight. He said, this was a bar fight. Mm-hmm. What fucking bars are you going to? I hit the floor laughing when he said he should have fired a warning shot. I feel like he did fire a warning shot. He fired 8 of them that night. But yeah, the idea, guys, we've talked about that. We talked about this with the Boogie situation. Do not fire warning shots. You can hurt somebody that way, and you will get charged for it if you do. Mm-hmm. You fire a shot into the air and it comes down and hits somebody, you're responsible for that. You don't fire, and you don't fire it at the ground because it's got a really high ricochet chance. So you don't fire unless you're meaning to hit somebody. Now, I suppose if you're way out in the country, things are different. But in the real world, I know in movies, it's like, stop or I'll shoot. No, don't do that shit.
Exactly. Jonathan Jerry has the right point.
Roadhouse,
just proof they don't do their own research.
I haven't been able to verify because I didn't go back and look.
Exactly.
I'll be honest, when I was listening to the prosecution yesterday, I was also playing video games at the time. I was playing some Crusader Kings 3 yesterday. Did that Roadhouse picture, was that actually on his slide? Because that was fucking ridiculous. I know they've done a lot of stupid shit. The prosecutor, he had a PowerPoint presentation, and he lied throughout it. I mean, he told blatant fucking lies. Yes, that was real. Oh, my God. Yeah, he used to – I'll show you the picture. Like I say, guys, I can't play the videos and stuff because the internet I'm on. Seriously, Elon Musk, save me, because I know Joe Biden isn't going to. We'll get to that in a second, in a little bit. I don't know if we'll even make it to it. We'll talk about it at some point. But this is an actual slide from the prosecution's case. This is a slide in their PowerPoint. The defendant brought a gun to a fist fight. and shows Patrick Swayze and the bad guy from. This is one of two bad guys in Roadhouse. He's the one that people would actually believe would have a chance fighting against Patrick Swayze instead of the old man that Swayze kills at the end. I forget his name in the movie. Gotta love Roadhouse. I know it's stupid, but it's a great movie. Watch it because it's stupid. This is what they presented to the jury.
Is Muggy lighting something up?
Henchman, you know what? People's Front of Canada. Yeah, he's the number one henchman in the movie. Kyle Rittenhouse. Stop it.
After this meme, I'll move on.
They brought this is fucking what they showed the jury yesterday. Why? All right. He brought a gun to a fist fight. It wasn't a fight. Again, if you watch what happened in there, yeah, don't talk about the guy getting shot at the end. Shh, berserker. If you watched it, that's not a fight.
Nope, sure wasn't. Moving on from that, I want to talk about the Adele interview she had with Oprah, and talk about like her being body shamed and her being body shamed for her weight loss, and her whole little controversy on the Bantu Knots that triggered a lot of like woke Black Americans, but really pissed off a lot of Jamaicans. And being in Jamaica last week, they're more accepting of folks like Adele who accepts their culture more than like Black Americans say like what they're doing cultural appropriation. There's a pretty big cultural difference between us and other like Black people in the diaspora. But yeah, here's a part of her interview from Oprah, and I'll show you play a clip from the interview. Oh, come on. I gotta go down a bit. And as you see, like Adele opened up about her weight loss, coming to terms with the collapse of her marriage and juggling motherhood and musical career. An exclusive interview with Oprah Winfrey. Oh God, I guess I gotta go back here. I guess the internet doesn't want to work for me right now. Technical difficulties. Apologize for that. I'll just play the clip, play the video clip here. So yeah, let's play the clip of Adele about her weight loss on Oprah. I play about like a minute or so. Copyright, yeah. Then I don't want to get too much ad revenue to CNN.
And gives your hair the volume and shine no shampoo can. Come get your winning fill. Win $250 grand and other great prizes. Only at Dave & Buster's.
So yeah, I hope you guys get this idea. Like my channel is basically like a TMZ. Like a lot of the stuff is based off of like Drama Alert from Keemstar, and you mix it up with TMZ. That's basically what Claim Your Life is going to be. It's going to be like a drama alert, like another version of a drama alert, or something like Scarce or something like that, and like talking about the cultural war too. I want to talk about like a lot of YouTube drama in the future, but stay tuned to that.
How can one become so bounded by choices that somebody else makes?
I mean, to be honest, we should be congratulating on Adele for working her butt off to get herself in shape. But the thing is, like, our society doesn't accept people with, I'd say, stereotypical beauty norms. Yeah, because pretty much the main reason why Adele is getting so much hate right now online is because, like, there's a lot of jealous women who don't want to, lazy jealous women who don't want to put in the work Adele does and just hate on her.
How come we both become a version of a person we don't even like? We're in love with the world, but the world just wants to bring us down.
That's bad.
I put 9 years
I'm gonna go straight to the opening.
right here.
So
So this whole album is dedicated to him.
Yes, yeah. And the whole album's not about him, it's about me. And I just wanted for him to hear me talking madly deeply about who I am and how I feel. Like, you know, and I don't know if I'd ever be able to have that conversation with him in real life. So therefore he can go and listen to it.
She's talking about herself.
That is so British. That is some British right humor. I agree, man. The world does need a new Adele album to get us through the fall and winter. She's a talent. She's a very, very great musical talent, and she has the right to lose. She has the right to get herself in shape, but a lot of people are just body shaming Adele for her weight loss. As you see, like Adele opens up about body shaming after weight loss, and she lost 45 kilograms. Yeah, it's like around let me see, like around 60 pounds. Yeah, 60 English. I mean, look at Adele. I mean, she looks. She really put the weight in. She really looks stunning right now. She looks like absolute beauty. You know, absolute stunning. Classical beauty, and that's what a lot of the woke. I mean, a lot of like the intersectionals, like the wokest, you know what I'm saying, like a lot of the third wave feminists. You know what I'm saying, like the body positive feminists. You know what I'm saying, the types that tend to look like. I'll show you the types that tend to look like Lena Dunham and like Lindy West and all that. They don't like women like Adele, who used to be like a similar body shape to them, putting in the work to do it like this because they're too lazy to do this. They're too lazy. Adele like put in the work to lose weight and have herself in fine shape. I mean, she probably did it for her health or probably did it to change her image, but she looks great. And the folks are hating her just jealous. I mean, let's get deep down to it. Like, there's just a lot of jealousy for Adele losing a lot of weight by a lot of women. And as she said, I mean, this is from a past article. And here's what she had to say. I have to sort of give myself up to be famous again, which famously I don't really like being. She told Vogue's Gals head her sleeve for the chat turns her weight loss when she was over a 2-year period. Yeah, she put over a 2-year period of work to get herself in a great shape. And yeah, she was getting hated on by Lena Dunhams and Mindy West. As you see here, she really put in the work to lose her to lose 60 kilos or around 50 something pounds. And she explained she originally started working out for anxiety, saying she got addicted to it as it was time on her phone, and she was just feel better. Yeah, exactly. Like working out feels better. It builds up like endorphins and stuff. That's why the gyms got closed down during the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Like, the health officials don't want folks, like, working out and stuff because it builds, like, positive endorphins. Like, I used to work out a lot. I mean, I haven't worked out in, like, a long time. But I'm about to go to the gym sometime in the future. But she says, it was never about losing weight. It was always about becoming strong and giving myself as much time every day without the phone. I got quite addicted to it. I work out 2 or 3 times a day. I need to get addicted to something to get my mind. Yeah, get my mind right. She found a positive addiction. I mean, she found a positive addiction that got herself in shape, and now she's getting hate on it. And here is the emergence of Adele. I know what I want, and I don't want. Yeah, I'm gonna show you some. I'm gonna show you some reactions to the body shaming too from Twitter. Of course, Twitter, the most toxic place on the internet. And the thing is, like these folks don't really like European standards as well. As you see, like most of the anti-woke, the wokest folks, yeah, they don't really like European body standards. And the jury deliberations is still going on at Kyle Rittenhouse Trial. And here's a good take about Adele. Adele losing weight is body shaming to promoters of body positivity. So she should risk her health to make a certain group of people happy. Yeah, the lazy types. No Adele slander tolerated over here, especially body shaming. Yeah. Adele's meant to body shame, yeah. Or it takes about her body shame. Here we go again, the body shaming. Oh yeah, let's take a look at page 6. Take a look at this tape. I mean, this is super snarky right here. Adele's Oprah concert proves she didn't lose her voice with those pounds. Oh yeah, that's a backhanded diss. I ever saw a backhanded diss. And Christy, yeah, I gotta say, she always has a point. This headline is sexist, harmful, lazy, and insulting to one of the best artists of our time. And to a lot of people read it, you couldn't think of anything else to say about one of the most incredible live performances. I mean, she's an incredible talent. She's probably like one of the most talented R&B singers or talented singers, period, of the 2010s. One of the highest selling singers because of her talent. I mean, she got there through talent, not just the image, but now she has the image to go with the talent. And let's see, Chuck Arnold. Ah, yeah, this comes from the New York Times, New York Post. Chuck Arnold. Way to go, Chuck Arnold. And the thing is, like, the New York Times, the New York Post, I'm an idiot. The New York Post is like more of a conservative, right bias than the New York Times is. And yeah, I gotta get that's pretty nasty. Man, way to go, New York Post. Y'all nasty. And one more thing I want to talk about Adele is her Bantu Knots. Basically, this caused a lot of stir around the black community, the ADOS, Black American community, and it caused a bit of an online war between Jamaicans and Black Americans. As you see here from GoFront's Nip, who's most likely one of those types. How do you not see the purse when Black Americans are the default? This is the arrogance I'm talking about. I mean, us Black Americans, sometimes we do need to shut up. We get too big of a head of ourselves because we're Americans and all that. But the thing is, America is not the whole world. So we're not the default black culture in the world. There's more Africans than us, dude. I mean, there's more Nigerians than us, man. I mean, if anyone's the default black culture, it's Nigerians because it's like one of the largest African countries. They speak English. And we see Nigerians everywhere, dude. Let's see. Nigerians are everywhere in the world. Jamaicans are everywhere in the world. Black Americans, we don't really we don't really like immigrate around the world like Jamaicans and Nigerians do. And here's this point. And this is why those Jamaicans were so happy about Adele wearing Bantu Knots. And the Africans were so happy Bieber jumped on that track with BB. They think this is a good thing because they don't realize they don't benefit from appropriation. They happy to give it. See, this attitude. This is a Black American attitude. We gotta work on this attitude because the thing is, it's not helping us build coalitions with other black people. Because like when I was in Jamaica last week and I bring up stuff like Kamala Harris not really being Black American and stuff like Adele wearing Bantu Knots and having the Jamaican flag. Like, they love that stuff. So they like people who appreciate our culture. No, Jamaicans like people who appreciate their culture, you know? Because Jamaica has this saying like, out of many people, one. You know? Basically, they see themselves as a mixed people. I mean, Jamaica's a predominantly black island, by the way, but yeah, they are. It's a mixed country. It's a very mixed country. I mean, even being predominantly black, you can see the mixtures in the people for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Like the Indian Chinese mixture. I mean, I pretty much blended in most part in Montego Bay, but yeah, there were a lot of like Chinese and Indians that run in the stores in Jamaica. So yeah, but here's the point I made about Adele. Let me be 100% honest here. Us Black Americans gotta realize to learn our perspective is not the only black perspective in the Pan-African diaspora. Because Jamaicans are more accepting of folks, accepting their culture like Adele, unlike us 80 West types, and we tend to argue a lot. I only got one like that. It's something the algorithm. The algorithm doesn't like me at all. Here's another take. When Adele wore Jamaican bikini and Bantu knots, African Americans called her out. They accused her of cultural appropriation and racism, but they culturally appropriate Egyptians, so it's oh man, see? Africans going after us black Americans for man, they go after Nas. Oh man. Not at all, man. Adele, Jamaican Queen. You see, the only controversy this caused was within the black American community, especially the HBCU woke types, you know what I'm saying, like the dear white people type black people, those type of black. See, a lot of folks, a lot of these folks who come and reveal don't really get. There's a lot of differences between black people. There's a lot of different black subcultures. There's just not like the hood, and then you got like the bougie. There's a lot more in between that. Oh yeah, look at them clowning on Adele. But yeah, it is not our place to call somebody appreciating Jamaican culture as cultural appropriation. I mean, that's just something I just want to bring up to fellow black Americans. I mean, it's just really, we had this really paternalistic attitude on everything, and it pisses people off. And let's see some takes from Steve Rollins. Rittenhouse loaded his weapon with, I think the trial is going to be political. Yeah, I agree with you, Mike. It is going to be political. And I say most likely Rittenhouse will be free of like the murder charges because of it was so obviously self defense what happened. I mean, because those three guys attacked Kyle, you know. But I'm gonna say something to Mike. But Mike, I think Gabe's Grosskreutz should be charged with attempted murder. Don't you think so too? I mean, that's what I feel about it, man. How that guy is in charge of attempted murder of Kyle Rittenhouse is just, it's biased. It's just biased within the DA. I mean, like, you can tell that DA is very politically biased and probably funded by progressive activist groups. Let's keep 100 here. He's probably funded by progressive activist groups, but I'm about to take off here. So, give me a like if you feel this video. A dislike if you don't feel this video. And please subscribe because I'm going to come back around 11 for a Let the Salt Flow of all of the bad reactions to the Rittenhouse trial. And reading Liberals Read While Conservatives Watch TV.